settings. And here definitely now we need to specify one of those classifications, those labels that I created previously. So for now, let's say that sales will contain confidential information. We'll select that confidential category and I will select that done option. There you go. So just successful login with that account and added that confidential classification. So let's go back to the other client, and in here I'm gonna double check a couple of settings. First of all, let's check that expiration that I talked about before. So those settings, remember, are part of that Azure AD. So in this case, to manage those settings, I will need to go to the Azure Portal. So to go to the Azure Portal, I will go to portal.azure.com and I will authenticate with that administrator account. So for now, just select Make Later. After that, I will just choose the services available here, and from the list of services, I will jump straight to Azure AD. So in Azure Active Directory, I will go to Groups, and in Groups you see different, remember all those groups basically are represented in here, are those teams that we have on that Teams interface. All of those are Microsoft 365 groups. Remember that sales team is basically the one that represents it. So for now, what I will do, I will just, under that all groups view, I will select this option on the left, expiration. Remember that the expiration setting is available, and in this case you can put a lifetime. So I'm actually gonna put, let's say, a custom 90 days. So after 90 days, there are no mails, no activity, no file shared into that Microsoft 365 team. It becomes stale, and remember, it will be deleted, and after that still should be able in the next 30 days after that last day to recover the information anytime, but after that, after 30 days, the content will be completely deleted. So after that, always super important to send a notification. So in this case, let's say we'll send a notification to that user Johnny, just to notify in this case when that operation takes place. Any of those groups become in this case still after 90 days. So just put in the address here. That's the name of my user in this case that will receive the notification, and you can say I can enable this for all the groups, or I can specify groups. So for now, actually, let's select specific groups, otherwise definitely will affect all the existing Microsoft 365 groups. And in here you can see I will add, for now I will select just Teams rollout that I created previously, only enabled for that one. It's always a good idea to start with a couple of groups, testing features, and once you're ready, definitely maybe to expand those to other groups as well. So here you're gonna select save. So next, what I will do, I will go back to Azure PowerShell, and in this case what I will do, I will create a policy, in this case to limit who should be able, in this case, to create Microsoft 365 groups. Remember, this is possible using PowerShell. In this case I will run a couple of lines in PowerShell and will select a group, and only the members of a group will be known as group creators will be allowed in this case to create Microsoft 365 groups, and in this case also be able to create teams inside Microsoft Teams. Remember, by default the behavior is anyone should be able to do it, but for now I will limit that capability. So first I will run this command, new Azure AD group. This command basically just creates a new group. Remember, it needs to be a security group, where basically only those members of that group creators will be allowed to create new teams. So that's a command, new Azure AD group. So that's the display name, group creators. This is a security group, may enable false, and that's the nickname, group creators. So after that, what I will do, I will in this case